One of the longest lead outs of any song I've ever heard. You just heard U2 With or Without You, and back in the studio is JJ MacDade. Can you hear me over there in the production
yes,
room?
I can hear you fine, Brian. How about what's going on, my friend?
Oh, we're just a long shift today. I'm with you guys all day today, either in the studio or out in the remote, which is out by the two big fountains in the Alumni Plaza.
Till 11 o'clock, I think I heard you tell us.
Oh, yeah, that's when the fireworks are happening.
Wow, you got one heck of a mega shift here, I'll tell you. I got to give you serious salute and credit for that, man. That's
Scout
rough.
Salute to him, yeah.
Thank
Yes,
you.
absolutely. That's we really appreciate that too, Brian. All right, with me in the studio is Roger Chitelli. He's the field director for Minsi Trails Council, and who are you?
My name is Matt from Troop 121.
Hey, Matt, what's up, dude?
Not much. I've just been hanging out here ever since I found the place.
Oh, that's cool, and you got the radio bug, I guess.
Pretty much.
Good. That's what I like to hear. More radio people, the better.
You know what I think is going on out there, JJ? I think that there's a lot of scouts listening going, where is that radio station? We want to get on the air, too.
Okay.
They're
We'll
out there.
take care of that right now. We are in the Student Union building, and we're on the bottom floor.
I think a lot of scouts know the headquarters area because
Yes.
it's near the inflatables. Very
Yes.
popular today, the
Right.
inflatables.
Yeah, I noticed. I was taking some pictures, and shooting sports, as you would imagine, is very popular. I was out there looking at that.
I didn't make it out there yet.
I saw the helicopter in the air and on the ground. I got pictures of that and they were doing a nice little demonstration there. As I said, all the shooting sports between the archery, between the paint gun demonstration, between the shooting thing itself, and it really good. They were like running like a Swiss watch, and the line was out the door, so to speak.
That's the
Just the
medevac
general
helicopter.
mob scene out there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
the medevac helicopter.
Yes,
That's
I know.
The for medical flights. Does anybody know, is the helicopter still here?
No, it took off.
It is
I actually
going.
saw it go.
Okay, cool. Well, we do have a lot of great stuff that's still around here today. I just came from the inflatables, and they're going like gangbusters out there, so huge lines. If you don't like lines, there's a lot of other great things to do in other areas of the campus. Looking forward to tonight is our big closing show.
And the gates open at 6:15. I think you
6:15,
said that
yeah.
for that.
Yep,
And it starts at 7.
Starts at 7, yeah.
Yep.
Gates open 6:15. We're gonna have some music playing and general good time. There'll probably be some beach balls flying around.
Oh, that's
so
good. That's great.
Maybe we'll do the wave
And the headliners, of course, are Kicking Daisies.
Kicking Daisies, yeah. 4 guys out of. Do you know what state, JJ?
I want to say I haven't kept up on that one. I'm afraid. So where? California?
No. It begins with a C though.
Colorado?
No, another one that begins with a C that
Wow.
you may be familiar with.
Connecticut?
Connecticut. the
Wow,
Kicking
I
Daisies
should know
from
that. I'm from Connecticut. What the
There you
heck?
go.
Whereabouts? Do you know offhand what town?
That I don't know.
Well, now maybe somebody can Google that for me. I'd like to know where Kicking Daisies are from. That's a good point. I should know that, being that they're from my state. Good grief.
Yeah. Closer to home is the Bethlehem Mounted Police, and
Okay.
they are out going to do a show on Alumni Plaza.
2 p.m. I think it
2
is.
o'clock. That's what I hear. 2
Yes,
o'clock.
2 o'clock.
They have their horses, and they're going to bring some obstacles, I think Colonel Brooks was telling me.
Yep. In fact, they told me themselves that they were going to be out there at 2 o'clock.
Okay.
And I heard it from the horse's mouth. I had to throw that in there.
Yeah.
God help me.
But they're showing how the horses are trained and how they use the
Yep.
horses in law enforcement. So it's really neat. We have some great dedicated guys from the Bethlehem Police Department. Not only
And we thank them for coming down.
Yeah, they're here with the Mounted Police, but they're also here, the Bethlehem Police Department, with their Explorer posts. We have
Oh, cool.
Explorers from.
I actually
Bethlehem.
seen some of them walking around.
Yep. You probably see them with traffic yesterday.
Yep, I saw
And,
them doing that.
Doing a good job out there, our Bethlehem Explorers
Well,
and other
thanks to
Explorers as
them.
well. So Matt, what have you been doing out there today? You said you were up at the National Guard. I didn't make it up there. What'd you see?
Up at the National Guard Armory, they have a pretty impressive display. There are several men of the National Guard out there. You'll see a few working to repair one of the strikers, but the main show is right at the front of the parking lot. They have a table set up, and on it is a M249 squad automatic weapon and an M4 carbine, and the men who are standing there will show you how they operate, from reloading to cleaning, taking them apart. They'll give you a good rundown. And on the ground, set up on bipods right next to the table, would be two monstrosities, an M240 Bravo, one of the largest fully automatic weapons used by the U.S. military, and the notorious Barrett 50 caliber sniper rifle.
Wow.
Yeah, and as you were talking about the mob scenes at the inflatables and shooting gallery, the big mob scene is at the Stryker armored personnel carrier they have out, because you may
thanks.
go in through the back and while you wait to move up, they will let you toy around with their targeting computer. Nothing's loaded, but it's still pretty fun to play around with.
Do they let you honk the horn?
No, they will not let you get in the driver's seat.
No, you can't honk the horn. Okay. JJ, tonight, after the closing show, which is going to be huge, it's going to be amazing.
I'm sure it is. The closing show usually is the grand finale of any jamboree. So I'm sure with your having to work these guys in it, it's got to be good.
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, they are having it taped, as I understand, videotaped, and so they're going to have it as part of their library.
Good.
And so performing in front of 6,000 here is no small thing, and the Kicking Daisies are thrilled to be here, and we're thrilled to have them. After the closing show, we have the fireworks display. So, and the way we're doing that this year is scouts are going back to their campsites, and you can get out your lawn chairs around your tents and campsites, and just look up and see the fireworks.
What a great idea!
From home. Roll right into your sleeping bag. But we will have music simulcast with that. So be sure to tune in to Jambo Radio 1670 or dial in on your cell phone and hear the music while the fireworks are going on. So that's going to be pretty cool after the closing show. Probably be around 9:15, or it all depends on when the show ends. So.
Incidentally, got an idea. When's Kicking Daisy supposed to be on scene?
I believe they're probably hanging around somewhere.
Might not be a bad idea to get an interview with them.
We'll see what we can do.
I'd like to personally do that.
Yeah, okay.
That'll actually probably get a lot of people listening too.
That's the idea.
Because I'm just going to speak from what I've seen in my troop. Everybody has been somewhat losing their minds over the thought that Kicking Daisies is going to be here. That's been like the big motivation for everybody to get back to camp ASAP so they can get the best possible seats for when Kicking Daisies performs.
Yeah, you're talking one of Disney's biggest single recording artists right there.
Oh, Disney.
Yeah, that's the record label they're on.
Well, they're the winner of Disney's next big thing, Radio Disney's.
Yes, that's right. I mean that. That's right. I'm pretty sure they're on Disney Records.
We have their info here.
Okay, good,
good,
Brian. Lay it on us.
Okay, the Kicking Daisies are from their hometown of Fairfield, Connecticut.
Okay.
And they're on the Go Entertainment record label.
All right, I stand corrected on that one then. I actually lived about 12 miles from Fairfield when I grew up, so I know the town pretty well, where they're from.
Are you reading that off their CD, Brian?
No, I'm reading them off of their Facebook page. So.
That works. Thank heavens for the internet to quickly find out stuff when we need it.
You know, we invite scouts to call in to the radio station as well. Brian, what's the number there where scouts can call in throughout the day, if not right away?
Our number here for the KU studio line is area code 610-683-4058.
Cool. You know, there is one other thing. You know, we'll retire for the night, wake up in the morning, and tomorrow is Sunday, and a scout is reverend on Sunday, and we have a couple of services. We have a Scouts Own Interfaith service at Keystone Hall at 9 a.m. We encourage all scouts to attend that, and also 9 a.m. the Catholic Mass at the stadium, which is going to be with the Bishop of Allentown,
nice.
Joseph Barres. So,
which I think one of my other colleagues here was saying that's going to be a first.
We have a commentator that's going to be, commentating on
I think Mark Abrams, right?
Mark Abrams is
going to do it for us.
Who did the morning show this morning.
Which sounded, by the way, fantastic. He did a great job with that.
So anyone listening at home that wants to tune in on the internet tomorrow morning and hear the Mass with the Bishop here at Jambo Radio, they can do that.
See, it's kur.kutztown.edu, I believe, is the website to get onto the radio station here.
Absolutely.
Yes, we stream online on kur.kutztown.edu.
Okay, I was right on that then.
Yeah.
So. And a scout is reverent, so we encourage all scouts to attend one of those two services at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning.
I'm pretty excited about that myself.
I've been a part of masses at different scouting events, and being part of a large mass like we're going to have tomorrow is truly a spiritual event. And being part of a large service like we'll have at the Interfaith service, I'm sure is equally moving on a spiritual level. So, and that's very important in scouting.
Okay, well, this brings us up to the top of the hour. We're going to go into our legal ID, news, and traffic report. Keep it here, KUR.
It's the top of the hour, and you're listening to the radio voice of Kutztown University, KUR Kutztown, on campus at 88.3 FM and 1670 AM.